Hello everyone and welcome to another video, and today we're just going to be doing a little bit of a summary of the upcoming news because as it turns out there has been a fair bit of news in the last few days, and today we just got the update about what is coming next, so let's just go through it real quick. Of course, the last time I talked about the brand new story event, this is CG Folka's event, so going through it really quickly, we got a couple of at least some nice new equipment for people who don't really have that much, but an accessory, 3 defense, 3 spirit, 15% spirit, 30% water resistance, and a percent MP per turn. Not bad. We'll have to wait and see what percent MP is, but should be pretty nice on quite a few units, especially tanks who need some water resistance. So definitely nothing to scoff at. The other piece is maybe a little more to scoff at, because it's a rod with 12 attack, 60 magic, and 15% earth and wind resistance. Not bad. Maybe some survivability on some mages if you need it. So again, fairly decent. Other than that, it's your usual standard story event, and there really isn't too much to talk about. That we'll just be doing the same thing and expect the extra stages, which could be considerably difficult. Now, of course, with this comes the brand new unit, so we're actually going to talk about it starting at the bottom and working our way up. So as it turns out, Ecor here, which is I guess the name we're going with, now his TMR is the 125 attack knuckle with the water element. Super good for Tifa. Tifa can give herself the water element, so it's not necessary, but if you're looking for a really decent fist TMR for Tifa, this is basically it. Other than that, his limit burst is an AoE water nuke. He's a water type attacker. Single target nuke, changes 2 skills to get better version, improve skills, single target, 1 single target water. I read that a little weird, but water, ignore defense nuke, and unlocks another skill for, I don't know, 1 use, 1 turn, not very clear. Also unlocked skill is an AoE water, ignore defense nuke. Now, honestly, TMR is the best part about this unit, but he is kind of cool looking, and you know, that water fist might be important next month or next event after the story event, so you might want to get your hands on at least one of them, and maybe get his TMR, you know, in the near future. We'll see. Next up is Yubel. Now, Yubel is not the Yubel from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I've already seen that joke made on Reddit, and I'm not going to make it here. Anyway, TMR, 40% attack plus plant killer. Pretty decent TMR. Limit burst, AoE nuke, spirit break. Might be good for some new accounts. Other than that, he's an attacker unit. He has a single target ice nuke attack. Everything's a nuke nowadays, isn't it? AoE fire resistance up, and a single target dark nuke with AoE light resistance up. Generally cute unit, like the black chocobo. Moving on. Now this unit I like considerably more. Kihana. Now Kihana has an accessory as her TMR with 45 stat to spirit. Great for just a mass amount of units, whether they be magic tanks or whether they be, oh, I don't know, healers. Go figure. Other than that, her limit burst is an AoE chance to poison and virus, and also deals damage over time. So negative regen, I guess. Wonder how it'll affect bosses, but kind of cool. Love her design. Other than that, she is a support unit. Self-mitigation that unlocks 3 skills the next turn, so mitigation is always good. Skill 1, AoE attack, defense, magic, and spirit buff. No idea of the percentage yet. Skill 2, AoE all break. Not bad. Skill 3, another self-mitigation, and unlocks more skills. So, seems to be a combo skill unit. I don't think she'll be anything amazing, but I gotta say, I just love her design. So, I'll be getting at least a couple of her, and her TMR is just amazing. After using certain skills, you also unlock another skill that is a huge AoE buff and break. So, hey, if you didn't get Elpham, here's the 4-star version of her. And of course, la grande pièce de résistance, CG Folka. And CG Folka is definitely the big one here. And she is so damn pretty. Of course, her TMR is a 30% to Spirit and MP. That's really good by itself, but also a limit burst fill rate up and percent MP per turn. So this girl could She might have infinite MP. Not sure. We'll see. Her super TMR is 150 MP staff, 12 attack, 166 spirit, 30% MP, and 50% to water resistance. I tell you, this girl is going to be amazing, because as it turns out, her limit burst is an AoE heal, all status recovery, including stop and charm, which probably means that she... Okay, it's not confirmed yet, but I'm assuming that if she can cure both of them, then she's stop and charm immune, which would automatically make her far and away superior to Ayaka, as well as possibly Santa Rosalia. Also removes all breaks and water resistance up. So, you know, screw you, Leviathan, basically, is what we're getting at here. Other than that, various white magic, AoE Water Imperil and Absorb MP, AoE Poison Blind, Sleep, Silence, and Stop Resistance, plus Defense and Spirit Break Resist. And has a W ability, meaning she can double cast a lot of her abilities, and in her 7-star she has an AoE Heal and Mitigation. So basically she looks like the queen of healers currently. And good news for anyone who wants to try and get her, like me, we have a step-up banner this time. Of course, BlueStacks doesn't want to load it, but there you go. Step 1 is a 5-step up, total 1100 lapis to play at it, 1.5 rates for folk on the first pull, which is only 1 pull. Step 3 gives 2 times chance on 4 pulls, and Step 5 gives 5 times chance, so basically your best chance to just get a couple of her and be done, or hey, maybe you'll get really lucky and get 4. Boy, do I hope I'm really lucky. Watch the game screw me out of this one. And of course, as a new CG unit comes, you will get to try her out in her own short little mission that gives, you know, just some extra lapis, you know, a summon ticket, I think, and, you know, just gives you a little bit more of a chance to get her. Almost clicked right by it. Now, of course, we have some enhancements coming up, and the enhancements this month are... how to say this? Well, first of all, let's talk about the 3 5-stars. Lulu, man, do the guys just do not like Lulu. She is getting a small amount of magic up, basically from doing almost all of her stuff. You only get an extra 40% 40% to magic. And just a little bit up to her water magic hit that doesn't do Water Imperil, which I've never really liked. I've never enjoyed that you have to use Flare before you can use that water ability, so don't really like it here. 20% chance to counter physical damage, and 20% chance to counter magical damage, and the duration goes up a little bit. So Lulu's look really bad. As for Emperor Shara, the next one, who is right... I know he's somewhere. Is he way at the bottom? Did they put him at the bottom? Yeah. Oh, never mind. There he is. Emperor Shara gets some extra attack percent up, some more Dragon Killer, 50% mod to his non-holy explosion chaining, so some extra defense, HP, and reduces cost of some of his buffing abilities, but nothing super that great. So a little bit disappointed. And last but not least is Yuna in the 5 stars. She probably gets the best deal of all. Extra HP and elemental resistance, plus more Esper magic, which is great for her. 150% modifier twice to a couple of her, to her big single target 1-hit summon damage attack, and 200%, and also the cost reduced on her AoE Esper abilities, so that's really good. And her Fill Esper Gauge ability not only goes up in the number of Esper Gauge orbs it fills, but also the buff that it gives to herself. So out of all of them, Yuna is definitely the one that you would want to upgrade if you were going to upgrade anyone. As for the 4 stars, I mean, Amelia's sister might be worth it if you're using her in Arena, but even then it's not super worth it. Sedona is the other one who could be potentially really good because she has some nifty little hiding moves that you can use. So other than that, nothing really else to talk about. However, there is something else to talk about in terms of the news, and that is a brand new of the 12 equipment trial. But wait, I thought we were done. I just finished them. Well, as it turns out, the Chamber of Arms is getting a part 2, meaning that 12 brand new bosses, which will probably mostly be armor and equipment of that such. So, here's the deal. You have to complete the original 12 before you can do the next 12. That is my understanding of it. And this one, well, this could be really interesting. First of all, for clearing the quest, you get Grand Stars, an accessory that gives 25 stats to attack, defense, magic, and spirit, and grants killers to all races. So we don't know what the percentage on those killers are, but that's potentially really, really good for a lot of different units. So this one is potentially absolutely worth going for. Super fast, too. Clearing under 20 turns gives you 2 summon tickets. Summoning both Diablos and Anima gives you 10% Moogle, which makes me think it will be a Holy, and we need to do dark damage to this one. And finishing with Bahamut will give you a 4-star ticket. Maybe Bahamut's 2nd star Esper is coming early next month, which will make this considerably easier, but those are the things we have to do now. Now, other than that, we do know that it is only a 3-hour maintenance, pretty basic maintenance, nothing extra super amazing is getting added this time, and so yeah, this should be pretty standard. But there is one big change coming. Other than the story events, the units, the enhancements, the 12 Arms Trials Part 2, they are changing the 12 equipment trials cost. No longer will it be so expensive. The thing I was complaining about, it might have been listened to, because this is really recent change. Anyway, from now on, doing the easy trials will only cost you 10 stamina, and doing the hard trials will only cost you 40 stamina. Big thumbs up. Also, for the change, since this is coming out, pretty late, I think they were playing around with this, they're giving us some compensation, 24 10 energy pots, so that's a lot of stuff to get excited about. So that's basically all the news that happened in-game, but recently we also got this. Ta-da! In case you didn't believe me, Xenogears is definitely coming to the game, and we have, in a magazine spread, the first unit being showed off, who I believe is Faye. I'm not the biggest Xenogears fan. Xenoblade, that would be something entirely different. Anyway. So we got our first character, and you know what? This is how big this event is going to be, because Alum is actually advertising for it. So yeah, get ready for that. Other than that, my hair is still kind of sticking up. I thought after I cut it, it would be a little bit better. Anyway, so there you go. We got lots of good news. The last piece of this video is a little bit of news about this week. So, Tuesday I will be doing an early stream. As soon as the CG Folka event is up, I will be doing it. I will have 1100 Lapis ready to go, as well as summon tickets. I will just be doing summons immediately for it, because that's how excited I am. And other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. Still working on the streaming schedule. I haven't quite finalized it, hoping to get it done soon. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.